Okay, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to International Visiting Lecture with Chandigarh Group of Colleges of Punjab, India. Welcome to the Honorable Dr. Rohit Chauhan as an Assistant Professor Department of Computer Application. And for the topic today is business and e-commerce. Yeah, and today's session is being live streamed on the University STEKOM YouTube channel. And now I will lead over again this afternoon. First, we will start class presentation by Dr. Rohit and continue with the Q&A session after already presentation. And in the next session, we have time for documentation and last time is closing. Okay, we will start the main event today. We will and start the class presentation by Dr. Rohit Chauhan. The time is yours. Thank you.
Good afternoon. Thank you so much. Am I audible, ma'am?
Yes, sure.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much for providing the opportunity, and it's a great platform to share the views about e-business and e-commerce. Uh, so, first of all, a warm welcome to everyone who is present in this uh, this Zoom meeting. And the topic for the today is e-business and e-commerce. As everyone is aware that no and none of the sphere of our lives are untouched from this e-business and e-commerce. So in this particular session, we will be studying about the topics of e-business and e-commerce, what this really mean, and how are they associated, and the differences between the business and the commerce, and after that the different types of commerce that we are having, the features of the e-commerce. In addition to this, e-business as a whole is also composing of the concept digital marketing, how it influences our businesses today. After that, how we can build our online presence. After that, we will be talking about the online transactions and the risks that are associated with these online transactions. And in the end, we will end up with the threats that we do have today, and also the solutions, security solutions to this. So my name is Dr. Rohit Chauhan. I am an assistant professor with Department of Computer Applications at Chandigarh Group of Colleges, Jhanjeri, Punjab. So my topic for today will be this e-business and e-commerce. Before starting with this, I will like to tell that we at the initial phase will start with differentiating this e-business and e-commerce. So firstly, the concept of e-business. So our e-business, if you have any question, yeah. For e-business refer to performing all type of business activities through internet. Whatever we are doing today, all this started in the late 1980s and 90s. So after this, the business activities, all of the business activities, it got transformed into the electronic mode. Initially, it was only the few of the businesses who took this risk, and they grew up with that. But later in 2000, in the first decade of 2000, there was a decline in the e-business firms. But after the introduction and the widespread use of the mobile phones, we can see this e-business concept going to each and everyone today. So what this e-business really mean? E-business means everything starting from the procurement, going to the production, and after that the sales, after that the CRM means customer relationship management. So activities that we do in e-business are the online store setup, customer education, buying and selling products, monetary business transactions, supply chain management, and digital marketing. Everything just happens in under the ambit of this e-business. E-business is an umbrella term, and it's the superset of almost all of the business activities that we do today online, electronically. E-business means electronic business. Now coming to the subset of this e-business, it's the e-commerce, means electronic commerce. It's only the subset of our e-business, electronic business. It's only a subset. But what sort of subset? This e-business was constituting of our selling and feedback and customer relationship management, digital marketing. If broadly I will talk about, we can simply divide our e-business into e-commerce and digital marketing. These two aspects are the most important aspects and covers almost and constitute almost 80 to 90% of this e-business concept. Now coming to the e-commerce, the business of buying and selling goods and services on the internet. Now, in this business concept, in this e-business concept, when we are dealing only with the selling and buying of goods and services, third thing that got added in the 21st century, it's the experiences now beyond our good services. Now it's the experiences that we will be selling. And it's the major value proposition that we are having now. The business of buying and selling goods and services on the internet. E-commerce is short form for electronic commerce, as we all know. So this e-business is only dealing with the buying and selling of the goods, services, and third, the experiences. Although these experiences concept is the new concept in the market, and most of the companies who are the front runner today, they are more focusing on the experiences concept. This experiences concept especially came after the 1999 book of the experience economy that broadly talks about the nuances that we are having in the services industry, how we can create value, more value beyond the services. So then came the experiences. So through e-commerce, we are not only selling the goods and the services, now we are also selling the uh, experiences. So what are the activities that we do during these e-commerce activities? So first one is buying and selling of products online. This is the core concept that we are having in this e-commerce. Apart from this, second thing is online ticketing. Online ticketing, whenever we are buying online, when we are booking the tickets online, either it's the air tickets, either it's the rail tickets, or either it's anything we are booking. So everything comes under the ambit of this e-commerce. Then comes the concept of online payments, because whenever we are selling something, we are doing a trade-off for for some value that we are providing. In lieu of that, we are charging something. So online payments, it's also come under the ambit of this e-commerce. After that, coming to the paying different taxes, whatever taxes we are paying, either to the government, even government also becomes the party whenever we are doing the e-commerce activity. When we are selling the goods, services, or experiences, in that we are also paying the taxes, and that taxes are not going to the company itself. Through the company, it's going to the government. And after that, online accounting software, it's also the part of our e-business activity, how we are doing the online accounting. And in the end, we are having online customer support that we call in the terms of on customer relationship management. We are having different software to deal with the customer, how we can remind their date of birth, how we can remind their anniversary, when we need to ping them back again if we have to sell our product again. So everything comes under this e-commerce, and it's after sales relationship we try to maintain with the help of customer relationship management, and that all comes under online customer support. Now, coming to the unique feature of e-commerce, what are the different unique feature of e-commerce we see today? Big major giants of this e-commerce business are Amazon, Flipkart is in India, that's also bought by the bigger firms or the international firm. We are having other other companies who are operating in different parts of the world. How they are going and why they are just expanding a lot, and why they expanded a lot in last 10 and 15 years. What is the major reason behind this? So major reason is its unique selling proposition, USP, and those include, first thing is ubiquity. Ubiquity means it's available all the times. If as compared to the traditional mode of business, where we are buying the products from the shop, and where we are buying the goods from the shop, nearby shop, or we are going to a broader market or the bigger market to the cities. Over there, there is a timing of opening up of the shop, and that starts most probably in different countries. It starts from 6 to 9 a.m. in the morning, and it gets closes at 10 to 12 in the night. So, but even in your online or in your e-commerce, we can sell the products 24/7. It's available all of the times because we are not dealing, or we are not hiring the human beings. We are hiring the machines for this purpose. So it's available everywhere, and it's available all of the times. After that, coming to the global reach, obviously wherever we can provide the internet facility, it's available all around the, if in mobile facility is available and a medium is available. That medium can be your mobile phone, that medium can be your laptop, that medium can be your desktop, or any other medium by which the website or an app can be accessed. It's available over there, and the capabilities include even the remotest part of the world. You can think of selling a product. So global reach is the second unique feature of this e-commerce. Third comes to universal standards. So now coming to the universal standards, how this thing is helping in the e-commerce. Whatever standards we are developing, it's there are standard means the rules that remains common throughout the globe. And for that, we are having this FTA agreements by this World Trade Organization, and we are trying to standardize the rules by which the companies can operate in different parts of the world. So e-commerce is based on the universal standards. For various things, we are having universal standards, and one company that is operating in Indonesia, that is operating in India, that company can operate in other part of the world also. After that, coming to the concept of in this universal standards only, the concept of global village. The global village concept starts from here, although there are some contradictions to that, but still it's a viable concept. And with the use of this concept, we are having lot of businesses, or the lot of development of businesses around the globe, and we are uplifting the community around the globe. And the fourth unique feature of our e-commerce is the richness. That earlier, whenever you have, if I will compare this e-commerce to the traditional commerce, then what we were doing, whatever we were providing in the shop. They used to see it, they can only saw it. If the customer is having the knowledge of the product, only in that case they can buy the right product. But now what's there in e-commerce, we are having reviews, we are having videos. So if new car is getting launched, what happens, new mobile phone is getting launched, you can have a video review of that. You can have a written reviews of that. If you want to find the honest reviews, you can go on any of the site. Different sites are there who are checking, or who are keeping an eye on the usability, what errors are coming in that particular product. So richness is there in the e-commerce, and it's the fourth major unique feature of our e-commerce. And after that, coming to the interactivity, you can obviously interact with the help of e-commerce, not only with the producers or the ones who are producing it, but also to the other people who are using the product. You can ask people how good that product is. In your Amazon, you can see the question section. For every product, there is a section where the customer or the potential customer can ask the questions from the customers who have earlier used it. After that, coming to the information density. What information density means, it reduces information cost and raises quality. Earlier, if you have to, every of the unique feature is in contradiction with the traditional commerce. So whenever earlier you need to ask the information, so there is you need to invest a lot of money, and based on that money, you will be having, you can clarify few of your doubts. But now with the use of internet, you can clarify most of your doubts, and that helps in the information density. With less amount of money, you can have more information. And The second last feature is the personalization or customization. Now, there are different websites which provide you, if it's a packaging of honey, suppose you're buying something, you're buying some grocery. So in that, if you are asking for something, you can have that in the packaging of different types. For 100 ml that will be available, for 500 ml that will be available, for 1 kg it would be available, and for the broader or the bigger quantities you can have that. So we are having different type of e-commerce website nowadays that provide you an opportunity to order as per your demand. And in the end, it's the social technology. The major unique feature of e-commerce is the social technology. It builds on the concept of the social networks. Whatever you are using, Facebook, you are using Insta, you are using Snapchat, you are using this your earlier X, now it's called X. Whatever you're using, we can integrate this e-commerce in these particular social networks, and that will be more easy for us, or we can get more quicker information through these particular networks. So these were the main unique feature of the e-commerce. First thing was the ubiquity, second is the global reach, third is the unique universal standard, fourth the richness, fifth the interactivity, sixth the information density, sixth the personalization and customization, and last one the social technology. Now coming to the types of e-commerce. The types of e-commerce includes, because whenever we are talking about the commerce, selling and buying of goods, that all happens with the different partners. Many a time when we are buying something, whenever we are buying something, we are directly buying it from Amazon. Some seller is buying on the Amazon, some seller is selling on the Amazon, that's why you are buying. That seller can be a shopkeeper who is just located in your vicinity, and from there he's selling the products online, or it's the company itself. Either it's the shopkeeper who is in the vicinity of you, he's selling the products on your Amazon, he or she. Uh, on the other side, it can be that company which is manufacturing that product that is selling that product online. So it can be anyone, or it can be the case where some customer who have earlier bought that product and now he or she wish to sell it, they are selling that product. So there are three scenarios in this. First, the company is selling on their own. Second, your shopkeeper is selling that particular product. Third, a customer is selling that product. So based on the offering, or based on the type of offering, we divide this into three types. So the first one is the B2C, business to consumer. So the business to consumer means where some businessman, that can be shopkeeper, that can be a company itself, they are directly selling to the customer. You can see a lot of websites, someone is working, or someone is producing products in the remote villages of India, Indonesia, or any of the South Asian countries. They wish to sell it around the globe, or some authentic product from these particular countries. It's not available for sale on any of the website. If they are making their own website and selling the product through that particular website, then that means some business is selling directly to the consumer. And if you are buying something from Amazon, that is also a B2C type of e-commerce, business selling to individual consumers. The second type of e-commerce is B2B. B2B means business to business, where if your nearby shopkeeper is procuring something from the company itself, suppose it's a big biscuit company ABC, it's selling the biscuits, and your nearby shopkeeper, or your nearby mart want to procure that particular thing, and they are directly buying it from their website, from the company ABC's website. So that would be called as the business to business e-commerce, because one who is producing, they are also doing the business. One who is buying over here, that is the your nearby shopkeeper, they are also buying it for the business sake. So it would be called as the business to business e-commerce. And the third type is business to consumer, consumer to consumer. There are lot many websites who are offering the services where they can sell the used material, where they can sell the used material. So, one such website is OLX. So, OLX is offering you the products which are being used by someone in the past and now they wish to sell it. So it's customer to customer type of e-commerce and it's called C2C e-commerce. After that, coming to mobile e-commerce, whenever you are using mobile for selling of the goods or services or experiences, so it's called mobile e-commerce. After that, social e-commerce. Whenever we are using Facebook platform, we are using Instagram for selling our product, and that is called, or the buying of the product, then that is called as the social e-commerce. So we are using the social networks and the online social relationships to sell our products. So if you are making a page and you are having the big following of 20 to 30,000 on your page, and after that you started selling or encouraging others to buy a product, then that would be called as social e-commerce, where you are using the social networks to sell your product. And the sixth one is local e-commerce. The local e-commerce, it's a focus on the geographical limitation, where the local products are being sold, where local products are being sold in the local vicinity, and it's more focused on the customer. It's more focused on the customer who are based in the geographical proximity of the seller. So it's called the local e-commerce. Then coming to the development of this e-commerce, how this e-commerce developed since 1995, or we can say the broader use of computers. It only happened after the broader use of computers that we get an opportunity to sell our products online, because before that we are only buying each and everything by going to the shop, or we can make a call and ask for the product. But now when we started using these computers and on a broader scale, only after that we were able to expand the ambit of this e-commerce. So, if we will talk about the journey of e-commerce, we can divide it into three broader sections, starting with the invention phase. So, someone invented that how we can sell our products online. After that, the concept of consolidation. Earlier, it was only for the retail purpose that we were using this e-commerce. Then comes the consolidation, where we were not only using or we were not only selling the products at the retail scale, but we were also charging the services fee. So intermediaries started coming into it. And the major role between invention and consolidation is played by the crash whenever this new invention, because from 1995 to 2000 you can see that there was a rise in such sort of businesses. There was a craze among the entrepreneurs that they want to take their business online, or they want to electronify their business. But after 2000 there was a slump that we can see. There was not a it was the e-commerce was not in more in the demand. It was because of various reasons. It was because of various suspicions. It was because of the technology, less technological advancements during that period, or the what I will say maturity of that particular stage. And in the last, we can say reinvention. In this reinvention phase, and this reinvention phase, you can see that during the global market crash or the Lehman Brothers, when they just fell just before this Beijing Olympic in 2007, you can see this e-commerce helped a lot of businesses around the globe in in revamping them. So this no, what I will say, this recession of 2007, or the fall of the Lehman Brothers in US, which slowly led to the fall or the contraction of the economy, that was a crisis situation in the global business. So this e-commerce came at that particular time and it lifted the business. It provided the opportunity for the entrepreneur to sell their products in the rural areas or the remote areas or the places that were not till now open for the sale and purchase. So we can divide the development of this e-commerce into three subsections. First one, the invention phase that started from 1995 to 2000. Second comes the consolidation phase that started from 2001 to 2006. And the last phase was 2007 to till now. It's just going on and so 1995 to 2000, what we see first thing was tech driven. Whatever technology was invented. Sorry. Is my presentation visible, ma'am?
Yeah, sure.
Is my presentation visible?
Yes, this is visible.
Okay. Okay, so in the first invention phase, we see that whatever technology was invented, we were only using that, and all the e-commerce was only dependent on the technology that was developed at that particular time. Venture capitalists were coming in, they were investing in the businesses who was using this e-commerce concept. So at that time, there were no regulations, there was no check on the competition, what either it's healthy or unhealthy competition. So whosoever first moved or whosoever took their business at the first time to this e-commerce, only those businesses were gaining. From in the consolidation stage, again the services were also became the part of this. So now it's the business driven at that particular time when the consolidation phase came. In the consolidation phase, although the businesses or the ambit of e-commerce didn't grew, but awareness grew. The businesses, those who are using this e-commerce, they stood by it. They just kept on expanding. No new entrepreneurs added in because of the risks involved in this or because of the confusions and the less technological advancements of that time. But after 2007, because of the recession and because of the widespread use of the mobile phones, this e-commerce started developing at a massive scale. So it was after the year 2007, it was the mobile tech driven, mobile technology driven e-commerce. So government started also surveillance. The companies who wish to operate, they got the protection from the government. There were rules at the government side, and now the local firms started coming up again in this business. Now coming to the business model components, what are the different uh, business components of the business model, especially in the context of e-business and e-commerce? So first thing, what we need to keep in mind, if we are developing the business model for the keeping in view the e-business or the e-commerce, then first thing that we need to keep in mind is the value proposition. What unique thing you are selling? What is the USP of your product? What is the unique selling proposition of your product? You need to think about that first. Why customer would come to you? Why not to your competitor? So you need to distinguish yourself on that particular scale. Only in that case, if you are offering the value, you would be considered different. And today, if I will talk about the present context, experiences are the only things that is giving you the value apart from your goods and services, because goods and services section is already mature or already fulfilled. There is a very less space for innovation or the new entrepreneur to enter that particular arena. So if new entrepreneur wish to get into that particular arena with the help of the this e-commerce and e-business, with the help of the technology especially, so they must offer some value in the form of experiences. Everyone is providing the services, everyone is providing the goods, but very less entrepreneurs or very less companies are focused on the experiences. So these experiences provide the value now. So after that, coming to the revenue model, what is your revenue model? How you are going to earn? Because if you will look at the Google, or if you will look at the other giants who are operating from Silicon Valley, so you will find, if it's for the Google, I will say they provided you the free Gmail. You are using the mail for free, but how is Google earning out of it? Google is simply charging the big businesses. Google is simply asking you to buy the space on the Google Drive. Till 15 GB, they are providing it for free. So, such sort of services or such sort of revenue model, we can say it's a freemium. Firstly, they will give it for free, and after that, you need to pay the amount. Then comes the subscription. Either if you want to use some particular, suppose it's YouTube. YouTube came up with its new feature where they charge or where they ask you for subscription. There are a lot many AI tools now who ask you for subscription, or you are not able to use that service. Suppose it's Audible, a service by Amazon where you can listen to the books. So if you're not subscribed to that, you're not able to use that. Then comes the advertising revenue. You are running a website, and it's having, suppose, 2 million, 3 million, 20 million hits a day. So you can earn from advertising. If a lot of people are visiting your website, you can earn by advertising other businesses on your web page, because your web page is being visited by a lot of businesses every day. So revenue model must be decided. Apart from that, nowadays, if we will talk about the mobile commerce or the social commerce or the local commerce, so at that particular point, we are having other revenue models. Okay, so it can be click per mile. So for 1,000 clicks, how much one need to pay, or how much you would charge. So a third thing is, or third component is your market opportunity. So market opportunity is, whenever we are thinking of the business model, we need to check that what is the nature of the market, who are the competitors, who are you going to use that particular product, who are the customers, who are the end customers, who are the competitors. You need to keep in mind all of the things what your competitors are offering. You need to divide the market into niches. So based on that particular aspect, you need to decide a niche, and based on that particular niche, you would be offering, or you must be deciding what you are going to sell. Then comes the competitive environment. In the business model development or the business model, you need to check the competitive environment. Who are your competitors? What are they offering? What segments are they serving? Means segments mean the customer segments. So segmentation is a different concept where we divide the market into different segments, and we decide which segment is best for the products that I am offering. Then comes the competitive advantage. So competitive advantage will be a subset of your value proposition. Apart from your competitors, what extra are you offering? Apart from your competitors, what extra are you offering? And nowadays, I am sure, and in various research, now the experience concept is growing. If I will talk about tourism today, tourism, Indonesia's, it's also the backbone of Indian economy and of Indonesian economy. So in tourism, the new concept comes up. It's of memorable tourism experiences. So if you are offering memorable tourism experiences to the customer, then it will give you the competitive advantage. So this competitive advantage and value proposition Both goes hand in hand. If you are having a good value proposition, you will be having the competitive advantage. Then comes the market strategy. What strategy are you making to achieve some an objective? Your company would be having a goal, and goals will be subdivided into the objectives. For achieving the objectives, you will make a strategy that will be achieved within some certain amount of time. And after that, coming to the organizational development, what sort of organizational development you will do in order to achieve that particular goal that you wish to. So organization development means dealing with the human resources. What sort of human resource will be required for what type of job? So first of all, and you need to enlist all of the job profiles or all of the responsibilities that would be required whenever you will be running that particular business. Against those particular job profiles, you need to hire the persons. So all this comes under organization development. Your organization and organizational map need to be prepared for that. So in the e-commerce, these organizational maps are not of the traditional architecture that we see in the companies. Different hierarchies will be there. More focus would be on the technological or the technology related people, and in the end, management team. So in this organizational development and management team, what sort of management would be there? Earlier, if there were the surveyors or the supervisors, there would not be the supervisors. Someone will be supervising from electronically over here. It would not do the offline mode. So these are the different components that are the parts of the business model of an e-commerce enterprise. The first thing was value proposition. Value proposition means your USP. Second one was revenue model, how you are going to earn. You're not going doing anything for charity. You are obviously going for earning something. Third thing is your market opportunity. Fourth thing is your competitive environment. Fifth thing is your competitive advantage. Sixth thing is your market strategy. Seventh thing is your organizational development. And eighth thing is your management team. So all of these are the components of your business model. Now coming to uh, the building of the e-commerce presence, how you can make your presence on this e-commerce platforms. So for this, first of all, you need to do a SWOT analysis. SWOT analysis means strength, weakness, opportunities, and threats. Strength is what you do have, that will be USP. And opportunity is closely associated with strength. That can become your strength in the near future. That is an opportunity now. Strength means that already you do have unique proposition that you do have. And opportunity is something that is next to you, but you haven't went for it till now. But in near future, you can have that added into your strength. And after that comes your weakness and threats. Your weakness is the current weakness, whatever your business is having. If you are not capable to open a lot of stores around the globe, then it's your weakness. And the threat is something that can become your business in the near future. So strength, opportunities are associated, weakness and threats are also associated. So you need to check that how much capital you are having before starting the business. So everything, whatever you will be doing, everything would be done in the aspect of the e-commerce. Then coming to the develop e-commerce presence map, on the screen you can see the diagram. So you can see that what type of presence is required when you are going into the business. So first thing is either you must be having a website or you must be having an app. It's better advised that you must be having both of the things. So you must, if you are having a website, it must be available on your, for the desktop, for the tablets, and for the mobile phone. Website for three different platforms. And if it's your application, that must be available for different platforms, either it's your Mac or either it's your Android. So, what sort of activity are you offering in all these things? These activities include searching of your catalog. Obviously, whatever you will be offering, it will be a variety of the products, and those variety of products, user must be capable of searching that particular product. You must display the right information at the right place. After that, who are affiliated with you, their information must be there, and the sponsorships that must be included in that. So first type of presence will be in the form of either your website or either your app. And second type of presence will be your social media presence. So social media presence today means a lot. If your business is not taking social media seriously, then it will be a great blunder or you are restricting your growth. So on social media, user must be able to contact you or must be able to search you on Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, Instagram, blogs. In addition to this today, WhatsApp marketing is the new marketing that has evolved immensely in the last 2 years. WhatsApp marketing. WhatsApp marketing is above all these things because if I will talk about, we will talk about intermediation and re-intermediation, disintermediation later. But WhatsApp intelligently entered in this arena, and today, if your business is not on WhatsApp, then you would be losing a lot of potential customer. So through this social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Twitter is now X, Instagram, Snapchat, WhatsApp. What sort of services you must be offering over there? It must be conversation, engagement, sharing, advice. Engagement means asking the things. If some user is engaging, if you are engaging people in the post, suppose it's the new year and you are posting something, you are offering some sort of coupon that must be circulated on the social media so that the word of mouth must visit to the last end customer. After that, coming to the email marketing and offline media, although offline media is not that influential nowadays, but still there is a chunk or there is a demography that used to go for this offline media. It's the elderly people who still believes in the print, TV or radio. So it's the these are the type of presence that you need to have whenever you are planning or whenever any of the enterprise is planning to have uh, an e-commerce presence. So it includes website or application. Second thing is your social media presence. Third thing, you must be able to send the timely newsletters through your emails. And fourth thing is your offline media. So you also need to, after your presence, you must decide the milestones. Before, whenever you are planning for the e-commerce presence, you must also decide the milestone. So first milestone will be the planning. So planning, everything starts from planning. If you are good at planning, then your good execution of that particular plan will result in a successful business. So first is planning. You need to decide the aim, means mission statement. Why you're doing that? That will be your aim. Under that particular aim, there will be the objectives. That one aim will be a single thing, but under that it can have 5 to 6 objectives or different objectives you wish to achieve by doing that. And in the phase two website development, you will develop a website, and in that website development, you need to make a website plan from which page or from which link user would go to which particular next page. Then the website web implementation means you are developing a website. On the phase four, social media plan must be there. In the phase five, social media implementation must be there. And in phase six, mobile plan must be there. If you are developing a website, don't restrict yourselves to your desktops and your laptops. You must develop a mobile friendly website. So this was about building an e-commerce presence, and after that, coming to what are the different features, we will dig it deep, and we will go to SDLC. It's your software development life cycle and system development life cycle, but it's a full form is system development life cycle. But whenever we are dealing with the softwares, we will call it the software development life cycle. It's alternatively being called as software development life cycle. So I'll give a pause. Let me drink the water. And till now, if any of you are having a question, you can either directly ask the question or you can write it in the chat. So the floor is open. If you wish to ask, you can ask or you can write it in the chat. So coming to the system development life cycle, there is a process that is being uh, planned or that is being chalked by the scholars, and especially this SDLC, Dave Shafee. Dave Shafee is the one who is architect of this particular plan, this particular architecture, which is called SDLC, System Development Life Cycle, or alternatively Software Development Life Cycle. Fact is, what it includes, it includes system analysis at the first point, because we are still talking about e-commerce or the online presence. We are talking about the planning for the online presence. So it includes in SDLC, we are having five different phases, uh, and those include, first one is your system analysis. System analysis means your uh, what sort of planning you need to require, who is your end public, who, where from you are procuring the goods, or who is selling and who is buying. So you need to plan for them both. So system analysis, whole of the analysis, what analysis mean? Analysis mean knowing about the plus points and the negative points, knowing about the merits and the demerits. If you can do that, you can also plan it better, because if you are aware about the strengths and you are aware of the business, aware about the benefits, if you can do the SWOT analysis in a better way, then you can plan better. So in system development life cycle, first thing comes your systems planning. What sort of system would be required? Second comes your system design. What sort of design your system would be having? If it's a mobile application, from which particular section the user will be directed to which particular page, how you are providing an opportunity to pay. Suppose if you would have watched the Amazon, they never change the position of their button of buy now, because they have to sell the product. And now, even without adding the item to the cart, you can directly buy that. So what they are doing, they are simply just keeping their buying option intact with the product. You must not scroll down, or it's not being placed at a different page. It's placed on the same screen where the product is being listed, so that you can buy more frequently. So system design matters. How the user experience will be there. Now a new position is coming up. That position is your user experience engineers. How user will experience, what will be the experience of the user, how user will be experiencing the website or the app. So this is the system design, how you are designing the system. It's not only the logical flow, it's not only the logical flow, but the flow that the machines will be having, because everything will go to the database, and you also need to plan for that, so that everything will be designed during this system design phase. Third thing is building the system. How you will build the system? For that, you need to procure the hardware, and a software or engineer would be required, or you can outsource that. We will study about that. And in the fourth phase, we will be testing. Testing happens through different means, that either it's your unit testing, beta testing, or other type of testing. So we'll talk about that. In this phase, whatever we have constructed, is it the foolproof plan? Is it the foolproof software? Is it the foolproof website? Would it run on all of the browsers? Would it be good for the Edge? Would it be good for the Chrome? Would it be good from the Mozilla Firefox? So we need to check about that. It is it adding up all of the items that user wish to add? So we need to check each and everything over there. And in the last, implementation and service delivery, we need to take care about the implementation. And in this implementation, benchmarking plays a major role. How we are benchmarking our services, how we are benchmarking our delivery against the established player in that particular field or against ourselves in the last phase, how good we did, and in the present phase, how good we are going to do. So first thing comes your system analysis, and in the system analysis phase, we need to decide business objectives. So what I said earlier, we need to decide the aim and the objectives. If we will be having the clear aim and the clear objective, believe me, we will be good at planning. If you have wrote 4 or 5 objectives in a very and crystal clear manner, then in that case you will be able to plan in a better manner. So firstly, the business objective, capabilities you want your site to have. System functionalities, type of information system, capabilities you will need to achieve your business objective. So everything, whatever you wish to achieve, you need to write in objectives. 4 objectives. Based on those 4 objectives, you will plan. So everything starts from this objective and aim thing. In the last section of this slide, you can see the example. Suppose you want to display some goods. For that, what functionality you want? Suppose you are selling anything. Suppose you are selling the bottles or the glass bottles or the glass products. So what you want? You want to display those particular products on your website or on your app. So for that, what type of system functionality you need? You need to transform that into the electronic requirement. So your functionality will be a digital catalog. Digital catalog, if you can prepare a digital catalog, only in that case you will be able to provide all of the products to the customer. So what sort of information would be required? Dynamic text and graphic catalog. Obviously, in order to show the product online, you will require a UI UX engineer. If your UX engineer would be there, on in that case, you will be able to display those. Second example can be of personalized or customized product. So if you are providing or making a website where you are providing the customizable product, so you need to check whatever our customer is adding upon the website. So customer on-site tracking is required. What activity are they doing? Whether they are adding some product into the cart, or they are changing the quantities of the product. So everything you need to do. What sort of information you would be required? Every click of the customer need to be tracked. So that particular information would be required. Second thing comes your system design. Two type of system must be designed. First one is your hardware, second one is your software. In your software, what sort of design is required? The design will be the logical flow. If customer is visiting your home page, on the click on any of the section where the customer would land next. By clicking any particular product or by clicking any particular category where the customer would land. So that would come under the logical flow or the logical design or the software design. Next comes the hardware design, or the logical design will start from the HTTP server. When customer is making a request, customer will request from the provider, and the provider will be having the information saved in the databases. Even their login credentials would be saved at the side of business. And from that particular database, it would be retrieved. Then comes the product catalog. Again, the product catalog would be stored in the databases that will be retrieved from there. And on the other side, we are having the physical design, that is the hardware. On the hardware part, we need to design that how the computers would be connected, what sort of typology they will be following, and how that particular computers would be connected to the databases. So everything will come under the physical design or the hardware design. So there are two aspects to the system design. One is your hardware design and another one is your software design. Now then comes the building the system. Once we have designed, firstly we plan, then we design. Now comes the stage of building the system. How to build the system? This is a question. Whether you must hire someone in your organization or you must outsource it. You are having two options. Either hire someone, you need to pay a certain amount of money to the software programmers. So you need to pay to the engineers. Either you are having capability to pay the engineers or you are having all of the necessary requirements or the hardware requirements, software requirements intact with you. If that is okay, you can hire someone. You can hire someone. If you are not having someone, or if you are not having template for that, or already if someone is not providing template for your business, then what you need to do, either you need to hire another engineer who will be preparing the template specially for you. So it will cost you a lot. On the other side, we can outsource the business. How we can outsource the business? We can simply go to the players who are already available in the market and they are providing their products and they are providing the services where they are making the websites and application for other e-commerce websites also. So other e-commerce websites, if they are going to one company who is specialized in designing the websites and specialized in making the applications, then that is an easy solution as compared to hiring someone in your office and designing the new system from the scratch. So you are having two options, or the businesses are having two options, either in-house or outsource. If it's in-house, then it will be bit costly. If outsource, it will be less costly and your overhead will be less. So least expensive is considered if you are using the predefined templates or the templates that has been designed by someone, or if you will go on the costlier side, or if you are having the more money to invest, then you can build from the scratch, or other things. If you have to go beyond that and provide user something better experience, then you need to design a template on your own, and for that you would require more engineers in house. So this is the third step when you are building the system. Then comes the testing the system. You would have listened earlier that it's in the beta testing phase. The software is in the beta version. This is the beta version. What is the beta version? Beta version simply means that the company has not full-fledged uh, rolled out their product. They are just checking it out with few of the customers. So that is called as the beta version, or we say the beta testing also. And apart from that, we are having lot many type of testing. It include unit testing, where we are dividing whole of the website into different parts and giving it to different engineers in order to test it. Then comes the system testing, where we are testing whole of the website or the application in a single go. Then comes the acceptance testing. It verifies the business objective of the system as originally conceived are in fact working. So where what we were doing in acceptance testing, what user asked from you, what user asked from the company, what entrepreneur asked from the company, and what is being delivered. So there must be no gap between the asking and the delivery. If it's okay, then it will be called as acceptance testing. Then comes the A/B testing. It's also called the split testing, where we are making two versions of the software and we are testing it separately. Then comes the multivariate testing, which involves identifying specific elements, creating versions for each element, and then creating a unique combination of each element and version to test. In the end, it comes the implementation and maintenance. In implementation and maintenance, it costs close to 40%. It costs close to 40%, where we need to check our website must not go down because our whole of the business is dependent on that. Our data must be secured because it's related to the customer, and if there will be a data breach, the confidence of the customer would get lost in your company. So the page content must be good, and in addition to that, we need to benchmark we need to benchmark the performance of our company, whether it's at par with the companies that are running in that particular field, or you set a benchmark of your own. In the last run, how better you perform. Is the current performance better than the last performance or not? Okay, so it was all about the system development life cycle, or SDLC, which comes under building e-commerce presence. And this was the end to the building e-commerce presence. Now, coming to the marketing part, in the e-business, we are having two major components. One is your e-commerce, one is your digital marketing. In addition to the e-commerce, digital marketing also plays the equally important role. And in this digital marketing, if I will talk, but before that, I need to ask the organizers how much time I do have now. Ma'am, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
How much time I can take?
It's many time. 1 hour again. It's okay.
Okay, I can take a few more 20, 30 minutes. Would that be okay?
Yeah, it's okay,
Okay.
sir. Don't worry.
Okay, okay. So the next phase is about the digital marketing. So whenever we talk about marketing, the only thing that comes in our mind, or whatever alternative to this particular word comes our mind, is advertising. So the next thing after marketing that comes to our mind is the advertising. So if we are comparing marketing with advertising, then we are wrong about marketing. Marketing comprises almost 50% or 60% of the business activities. Whenever we have to check whether our product would be good, or whether our product would be accepted, if we have to check that whether our product would be accepted, or what type of product would be accepted at the customer part, from that particular point till receiving the feedback, from creating a demand to taking the feedback, everything comes under the ambit of marketing. So marketing, as is being called by Kotler, marketing is the process by which companies create value for customers and society, resulting in strong relationship that captures value from the customer in return. So it's the bookish definition, or the Kotler, who is called as the father of marketing today. What he said, he simply says that marketing is the way by which you create value for customers. Simply, if I will take it like that, by which you create value for customer, value, psychological value. You need to create psychological value, because by creating the psychological value, you would be able to have the economical value. But first, you need to create the psychological value, psyche value. You need to create the value inside their brain first. So, marketing is simply to create the value among the customers. So it's being said by the customer, by the Kotler. And further, what he states that firstly you must create the value for the customer. Then in return, there will be a strong relationship, and it will be a strong economical relationship at the last. And if I will talk about the digital marketing, it's called as achieving marketing objectives through applying digital media, data, and technology. Simply, we are just transforming this marketing. Okay, I think we are having few questions also. Good morning, brother. I'm a question now. We will integrate the traditional business model and common challenges. Okay, we are having a question from Abdul. So what Abdul is asking that how can we integrate the traditional business into the or transform traditional business into the e-business? So whatever we talked till now, that how we can transform or how we can make an online presence first. Firstly, we need to have the website and an application for our business. If we are having a website and an application first, only in that case you can say your business is now online. But in addition to that, what we must be having in order to gain an edge over the competitors, so that edge includes if you are available on social media, in the social media, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, or any other social media platform. But the must for today is your WhatsApp, and WhatsApp integrated with AI. AI chatbot must be there. So, firstly, a website and an application. In order over that, you must be having social media presence. Your content must be continuous and rich. So, social media presence, website, and application. You must have that. If you are having that, you can simply transform your business from traditional business into your online business. And then comes the marketing efforts. It plays a major role. If for even for your marketing efforts, you must be having your website, application, and social media presence. Then comes the marketing efforts. For marketing efforts, firstly, you need to know that what type of the services are being asked by the customer. For that, you need to do some marketing research, a small research you can do on your potential customers, what products they would be asking for, what is a gap in the market. So based on that, you can produce a product. We are going on that particular topic now. So I think that was the answer to your question. If someone is having another questions, they can ask in the chat section. So now coming to the So now coming to the topic again of the digital marketing. So the marketing is having or marketing is the part, or what are we marketing now? Most of the times, if I will say, we are now dealing with the services, more of the services. 65% of the global share of the business is being occupied by the market, occupied by the services. So over the services, this is the concept of experiences now. So services can be categorized, or the services can be characterized into four different parts. First thing is, because why I am taking services, marketing of services now, because services is the most dominant value creator in this world now. So services characteristics include intangibility. It's intangible because we cannot see it. That's why it's intangible. Second is inseparability. We cannot separate it from the physical product. Whatever, if we are not seeing something, we cannot do services over it. So it can be called of a dream, not of a service. So first thing was intangibility. It must be tangible. It's intangible. Services are intangible. Second is inseparability. Services cannot be separated from its physical counterpart. Third is perishability. If services would not get used today, then it cannot be used in the near future. Next major reason for using or taking the example of services is the dependence of countries like India and Indonesia on your tourism. And tourism is a service economy. So perishability, if suppose, let's take an example of a hotel. If someone doesn't book the hotel room for today evening, then that room cannot be sold in the near future. So that's perishable. If we are not selling a hotel, if we are not able to sell a hotel room for this evening, then we cannot get that money for today, 5 or 6 days later. So it's perishability because it's perishable. Once it's gone, once opportunity gone, it's gone. And in the last, variability. In the services, except the robots. If human beings are into it, then variability will be there. Variability means everyone would be having, everyone's services will differ from each other. If a waiter is hosting some clients and two waiters are hosting some clients, then there will be a little difference in those two waiters. And there is a variability concept until we just switch on to the robots as being planned by a professor in Thailand. He is planning to roll out 2000 robots to work in the restaurant. So until this happens, we are having this variability characteristics in the services marketing. So we are having a process of marketing. First of all, the process of marketing starts with understanding the marketplace and customer needs and wants. As a question being asked by Abdul, that firstly we need to, how we can transform the traditional business into e-business. Firstly, understand the marketplace. How will you understand the marketplace? For that, you need to do the market research. Design a small survey of 10 questions. What you want to do, what they want. Based on that, take their try to tap their behavior, what they would go for. So you can do the market research at the first place. You need to understand that marketplace, and after that you need to design a strategy. You need to design a strategy how you will achieve that. Whatever customers told you during that market research, after that you can design a customer driven strategy. How will you achieve that? After that, construct an integrated marketing program that delivers superior value. Now comes to the integrated marketing plan. How will you integrate? Integrating marketing plan means if you are targeting a customer now, you need to target them from the different means, from your mobile phone, from your newspaper, from your TV, from your television, from your laptop. From different means you need to target him or her to buy your product. Then comes the build profitable relationship, means they must buy your product, and in the end you must capture the value. You must ask for the feedback. You must ask for the shortcomings of your product, so that the customer must come back to you, or you must work on your shortcoming and ask the customer to come back. Okay, so this was the marketing and the digital marketing and the process of this. Now coming to the race marketing planning framework, how this race marketing planning framework works. So we are having a race model to it. How we can achieve more customers? How we can achieve more customers? Because we are having two type of customers. Either it's the new customer or the repeat customer. So how we can achieve that? So we are having race model for that. Reach, act, convert, engage. These are the four primary steps to add a new customer. So first one, reach, act, convert, engage. Before reach, there is a circle. Before reach, a new customer is a stranger. He or she is a stranger till now, until you reach. Suppose we are having a marketplace where we are having customers, we are having competitors, where we are having providers. If in the market we are having the customers, they are all strangers until you introduce your product. So, for introducing your products to the stranger, you will use the reach, R part of this phrase. You will try to reach them. How you will reach them? You will try to advertise your product, or you will try to tap their conscience. So grow your audience using paid, owned, and digital media. In our digital marketing, we are having three types of media. Either you are paying to the Google or the Facebook in order to do the advertisement, or you are having your own website, that is called as owned media. And third type of media is your earned media. In your earned media, what you used to do, the customers who are the satisfied customers of yours, they used to advertise about your company. So that is called as earned media. So all this reach activity is done with the help of paid, owned, or earned media. You have to make strangers aware about your product. So that this is the first phase. Before going to act, what happens? Now the stranger, once they are aware, once they reach your website, now they became the visitors. Firstly, they were strangers. You made the reach, or you try to reach them, then they became the visitors. Once they visited your website, now the question is whether they would act upon something or not, whether they will create their account on your website or not. So this is the prompt interactions to encourage subscriptions and leads. Now, once they visited your website, how you are targeting them, whether you are offering some sort of discount if they would sign up, or what you are offering at that particular time. If suppose you offered a discount on the first sale and that is of 5%, and they acted upon that and they created an account on your website, and after that prospects or leads, once they created the account on your website, now they are your target customers. Now they must become your target customer. Now they are your leads. Leads means the potential customer. Leads means the potential or the prospect customer. Lead means whenever someone is interested in your product, after action or act, they becomes the lead. And then it's your responsibility now, through different marketing channels, that you need to convert them into the customers. Now this conversion is all dependent on your marketing efforts, how you are how you are educating your end customers, why your product is better as compared to other product. Because in the customer mind, it's always being there that why must I buy this product, why not the other product. So you need to convert it. After converting, or when they will buy something, they will become your customers. In conversion, you delivered the information about the product, and in the end they became the customer. After that, you need to engage them in different activities. Suppose you are wishing them the birthdays, you are providing some extra coupons to your customers. So if you are in direct or continuous touch with your customer, they can become the repeat customer. Repeat customer is also a type of customer. For the repeat customer, you need not to do the marketing effort from the scratch. They are already your customer. You are just only sending them the newsletters. Okay. Then comes the 7 Ds of digital marketing. In this digital marketing, we are having digital goals. In the digital goals, you need to again come into these aims and objectives. First of all, you start from your aims and objectives. Then comes the digital audiences. That what sort of businesses you are going for, B2C, B2B, C2C, mobile, or your social or local commerce. And after that, coming to digital devices, whether the customers are having the digital devices or not, you cannot do the marketing effort at the place where customers are not having the digital devices. Then coming to the digital platform, you must be available on the digital platforms like Facebook, Amazon, WhatsApp, Google, and other places. Then coming to the digital media, Now, your presence must be there on the digital media, whether you are paying to the Google in order to enlist your website at the top, or you are having your own website and it's having a good reach, or you have earned a lot of customer and they are your mouthpieces now. So digital media plays a major role as compared to digital goals, digital audiences, digital devices, digital platform. This digital media plays a major role. Then coming to the digital data, whatever user is doing, you need to save their data. If you will be having a broader or big database, only in that case you would be having you can have the lead in the market or the advantage in the market. Then comes the digital technology. You must be aware about the digital technology that is coming, because nowadays we are having virtual reality and augmented reality. Augmented reality, especially as compared to virtual reality, is being used by businesses for increasing their business. Suppose if you see the Lenskart, there is a business or startup named Lenskart. What they are selling the spectacles. What they do, they simply tell you to click a picture, and then they will show how those spectacles will look when how you would look when you will wear that spectacles. So it's augmented reality where you are imposing the virtual characteristic on the physical object. Physical objective is your screen, and virtual object is the spectacle that you haven't bought till now. So that is the augmented reality. You need to aware about machine learning, artificial intelligence. On in that case, you will be able to enhance, or you will be able to grow in the market. So apart from that, we are having the concept of re-intermediation and disintermediation, because whenever businesses will transform from traditional to online, either the intermediaries would get dropped, because earlier in this diagram you can see from producer wholesalers buy, wholesalers retailers would buy, from retailers consumers would buy. Now through the online or the e-businesses or the e-commerce, what is happening? Producers are directly selling to the consumers. No need of wholesalers and retailers. Producers are directly selling to the consumers. No need of wholesalers and retailers. But what would happen here now? Simply in the place of wholesalers and retailers, this marketing intermediary, digital marketing intermediaries would arrive. WhatsApp. WhatsApp will be would replace these wholesalers and retailers. So they will charge. WhatsApp would charge from you. So other social media platforms, they would also charge. Google is here now. So Google AdWords and your WhatsApp marketing or Meta marketing. So Google AdSense or WhatsApp, these would replace these wholesalers and retailers now. The replacement, it's called, if some new intermediary is coming in, it's called re-intermediation, and it's called re-intermediation. And if older intermediary is going out, it's called disintermediation. So it's the concept of disintermediation and re-intermediation. So now any question from anyone? So that was all from my part. If you are having any question, although the concept of e-business and e-commerce is a very lengthy concept, I can talk more about the dimension of e-commerce, security, risks involved, cryptography, and these things. But I think time is limited, and uh, we must stop over here. If you are having any doubt, you can ask. Yes, yeah, I am having another question from Kinan. How has the rise of mobile technology impacted the development of e-business and e-commerce globally? And what strategies should small businesses implement to compete with the large corporations in the e-commerce space? So, Kinan, first thing in this is how the rules of the country impacts the businesses that are operating in that particular country. Now, if there is somebody that is keeping an eye on the things, keeping an eye on the competitions, or they are looking for the healthy competitions, on in that case, the right sort of business can happen. But if small businesses have to compete, then they need to decide upon a segment of the customers, which segment would be best for them. So can you wait? So I will take a pause of 1 minute because I have to connect my laptop. My laptop battery is dying. So if you can wait for a minute. Excuse me for a minute. सब चार्जिंग के लिए यहाँ लगा दे. Okay, Gnan, sorry. Actually, my laptop battery was dying. And so, if you wish to take your traditional business and wish to compete with the big businesses, it's not possible directly. You need to go step by step. So, in this, first step would be simply going the ladder and deciding a segment. Which segment can be best? Whom you can target. So decide a segment. Segment means you are whether you are dividing your target customer based on their age, based on their regions, or based on any other criteria. First of all, divide that, and after that, do the target marketing. Don't waste your efforts on targeting each and everyone in that. So simply go for the targeted customers or the targeted segments. So my suggestion is only that you must target a single segment, and the digital marketing efforts, or with the help of Google AdSense, you need to decide which age group or which region you are targeting, or they will only offer the advertisements to that public that who are interested in your product. So segmentation plays a major role if you have to excel, and excelling or making efforts in a single go is not a good strategy. So decide which segment to target first. Or you can select multiple segments, but you must be having the varied quality of products. And after that, Haikai, how can e-commerce platform leverage social media for better customer engagement and sales growth? Yeah, this is a major point today, and what businesses are witnessing now. First thing, that your content must be engaging. You must be regular in updating. You must be having a social media map, that for 6 days on Facebook, what sort of content you will upload. Whether on suppose on Monday you are uploading some sort of information on every of the events or any of the festival, you are updating a post. For if you are having some new items in the stack, you are giving information about that on Tuesday, and on Wednesday you are doing some other activity. You are doing a quiz on or you are going for a quiz on Thursday. You can plan some other activity based on your product. So you can leverage social media like that. You can make a social media map for that for a week. But apart from that, if it's YouTube, suppose, you can also buy the these channels. Many of the channels you can see that's for sale, having the customer base of 20,000, 30,000. So it will be a good start to buy that particular channel who is having a good amount of customers, if you have to start with that. So this is the only way. Firstly, the continuous content and the engaging content. Second, a channel which is having, or a page that is having a good amount of customers. So that can help you. I think that was the response to the Haikal question. Now coming to the, okay. So any other question? So we received questions from Abdul, we received questions from Kinan, we received question from Haikal. Any other questions?
There's no one else asking again, sure? Yeah, yeah, for the presentation, this is enough or still have another slide again, sure?
What, ma'am? Pardon, ma'am. It was not audible.
Yeah, the presentation still enough or have another slide
Yeah.
again?
I think it's enough now, because e-commerce and e-business is a very broader topic, and it will require a whole day to complete that. I think that was the highlights of e-commerce and e-business. Rest we can do some other day.
Okay. Yeah, thank you so much, Chut. Yeah, thank you so much for answering. I think it's very clear answer from Professora. Yeah, before I close this event, for all participants, please open your camera. I will take a picture for the documentation in the count of three. Okay, one, two, three. Okay, another one. One, two, three. Yes, thank you. Thank you for your kind cooperation. Finally, we come to the end of visiting lecture today. We would like to thank you for Dr. Rohit Chauhan for the wonderful information and sharing your knowledge. We hope this information will be beneficial for all participants. At least we hope to have for collaboration in the future with Chandigarh Group of Colleges, Punjab, India. The visiting lecture for today and here. We hope to see you soon. Thank you and have a nice day. Bye.
Thank you so much. Thank you to all of the participants. Hope to have another interacting lecture in the near future. Thank you so much.